It's historic.
It's a circus.
It's going to go down in the books.
These are fans, but they're not here to see a Super Bowl or a sold-out Broadway show or even Beyonce. These are trial watchers, and they'll go anywhere on any day
And it's my birthday today, so I thought what a great way to celebrate my birthday.
to see justice served.
I just had to come and see face to face this monster and how she operates.
I saw this firsthand earlier this month as I was covering the latest Lori Vallow Daybell murder trial, capturing these super fans on my cell phone as they waited hours to get inside that courtroom, traveling to Phoenix from as far away as Australia. And it got me thinking, when did a seat at a murder trial become such a hot ticket? This is not the first time I've had a front row seat to this phenomenon. That's me 2 years ago at the Alec Murdaugh double murder trial, where I met these true crime superfans from earlier. You could say their fandom, traveling from all over the globe to sit in a sterile courtroom with fluorescent lighting, borders on obsession.
Yeah, a week vacation, and people are like, what are you gonna do on your vacation? Go to the beach? Go to, I'm gonna go sit in a courtroom all day.
I met AJ Talbot while covering the Lori Vallow Daybell trial in Phoenix. She flew there from Seattle, and it's not the first time she's traveled to see a trial.
Being able to see it in person, it's just different than like seeing it on a screen.
So, what is the root of this fanatic behavior? And where exactly is the line between fandom and an unhealthy obsession?
It's like going to a live game.
I wanted answers, wanted to dive inside the psyche of these trial watchers. So,
An Italian cappuccino,
I
but
took my buddy Jay White out for coffee. He's a mental health expert, a counselor for the past 23 years.
I think people like the safe exploration of dark emotions. So, just in psychology, and it's what makes roller coasters popular, haunted houses, scary movies, and you follow me? And
Yeah.
so what we like is that fear.
adrenaline
The
junkie.
adrenaline, or that fear or the thought, and this is true crime. It's basically a scary movie that is real.
It's just fascinated me and saddened me at the same time.
Remember Susie Gunn? Susie gave herself the birthday present of being at the Doomsday Mom's latest trial as she represents herself for the murder of her fourth husband, Charles Vallow.
Because I've been watching it for so long, I thought, God, wouldn't it be interesting to be in court and actually see it firsthand?
But what is it that people like Susie want to see firsthand? Is it the trial? Is it the retelling of the story? Or is it the killers or the suspected killers themselves?
It's different than watching them on a TV screen or watching them on your computer monitor. They're a real human being. They're right there, and she's a convicted murderer. She's a 3-time convicted murderer, and she's right there, almost within reaching distance. It's a unique experience to be in the same room with somebody like that.
Someone like that, is there a part of us that wonders if we could ever be that person, a convicted murderer? By closely observing the doomsday moms of the world, are we trying to tap into something about ourselves?
We have a little fireplace in our kitchen, and there's a stain where I threw a pot of meatballs across the kitchen one time. And it's one of my kids' favorite stories, just because I lost it.
Right.
Now, if that is, one of my more embarrassing stories, you're talking about throwing a pot of meatballs and driving a car full of kids in a lake.
The unthinkable, yet it happened. Remember Susan Smith? I do. I just covered her parole hearing after spending 30 years behind bars, denied.
And I think that's also what fascinates people, is how in the world did we get to that emotion?
Emotion. It's what separates watching on TV from being in the courtroom, especially when it comes to the victims, the team that we're all rooting for.
Justice for Charles.
I have been at all the hearings so far. I am friends with one of the family members. I kind of feel like I'm here for her.
Victims like the 4 college kids who were brutally murdered in their sleep in Moscow, Idaho, Suspect Brian Kohberger is set to stand trial for those murders on August 11, 2025. It's already the next destination for some of these same trial watchers in Phoenix.
I want to see Brian Kohberger.
What I'm hearing is like this deep sense of empathy with the parents who are going through this, and this deep need, like, oh, I mean, I haven't seen this level of like, the torches are out, man, and we have not convicted anybody. Nobody has been found guilty yet, but by damn, we're gonna make sure that that justice is served.
We wonder two things. One is what is in the criminal's head? What is
Why?
The why.
The why.
The why. Why is important, and we would rather, in a weird way, we would rather there be some sort of connection, as sick as it may be, to the victim. She turned him down for 3 dates, or something like that. There's a part of us that feels better about that than it being completely random.
Right.
Because if the world is a completely random place, that's what makes it possible.
That's what happened to me.
For me.
I'm actually trying to do less true crime and more like mystery, more like Agatha Christie's, you know, a mystery novel, or like Sherlock Holmes or whatever. It's kind of like no one's really getting hurt. So I can kind of, you know, get into the mystery of it, but not, you know, trauma.
That is, at least, until the next case hits. So, would you go to a murder trial? And if so, which one is at the top of your list? Leave it in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe.